Nightly Business Report.
Good evening. Tonight, Richard Natal, the CEO of SriLankan Airlines, claims that the government's precarious budgetary situation and the airline's persistent debt problems are impeding its growth goals. Energy Minister Kumara Jayakodi reaffirmed in his address to Parliament today that the government has no intentions of limiting or ceasing the purchase of solar energy. The all-share price index and the S&P SL20 indexes both fell on the third trading day of the week, which caused a dip in the Colombo Stock Exchange. And after US President Donald Trump threatened to impose tariffs on important industries, Asian equities had a mixed day.
From Studio 24, here's Anuradhi Vikramasinghe.
A very good evening and thank you for joining us. SriLankan Airlines' growth ambitions are being hindered by ongoing debt issues and the government's weak fiscal position. This is according to the airline's Chief Executive Officer Richard Natal. He highlighted that under normal circumstances, the airline should ideally double its fleet over the next 5 years.
SriLankan Airlines' growth ambitions are being constrained by significant debt issues and the government's poor fiscal position, according to CEO Richard Natal. Speaking at the Aviation Festival Asia 2025 in Singapore, Natal emphasized that the airline's fleet should ideally double within 5 years but is currently limited by legacy debt. He noted that before the airline can proceed with the large aircraft orders, solutions to the debt situation need to be found. SriLankan Airlines currently operates a fleet of 24 Airbus jets divided between long-haul and short-haul routes. While the Sri Lankan government has decided not to privatize the carrier, it is aware of the airline's importance to the economy, though it remains financially strained. President Anur Kumar Dissanayake announced in 2025 budget speech that 20 billion rupees will be allocated to repay the national carrier's loan capital and interest. The government will sign agreements with the banks funding Sri Lankan Airlines, with 10 billion rupees allocated for principal repayment and another 10 billion rupees for interest.
Sri Lanka has unveiled an ambitious 5-year national export development plan to boost trade revenues. The strategy focuses on supporting micro, small and medium enterprises to enter new export markets and integrate into global value chains. A key policy shift includes introducing a new tariff framework to ensure better access to quality, affordable raw materials for exporters. And the government also aims to deepen its free trade agreements, particularly with ASEAN nations, and expand its network of double taxation avoidance agreements to attract more investment. In addition, a new customs law will be introduced to enhance trade facilitation and revenue collection. The government is also prioritizing economic diplomacy, leveraging Sri Lankan expatriates and accelerating digital transformation to improve trade successes. Minister of Energy Kumara Jayakodi addressed Parliament today, reaffirming that the government has no intention of limiting or halting the purchase of solar power.
Minister of Energy Kumara Jayakodi reassured the Parliament today that the government has no plans to limit or stop purchasing solar power. He firmly dismissed claims made by certain politicians regarding the issue. Jayakodi emphasized that efforts are currently underway to regulate the transmission system, ensuring a smooth integration of renewable energy. The minister also highlighted the government's ambitious goal of achieving 70% renewable energy in the nation's energy mix. He denied reports about a committee being appointed to address the matter. Jayakodi urged the public to remain cautious of misinformation and avoid being misled. His statements aims to clarify the government's continued commitment to solar power and renewable energy initiatives. The minister also reaffirmed the government's focus on sustainable energy solutions for the future. He called for public support in advancing renewable energy projects across the country.
A discussion led by Dr. Hans Vijay Surya, Senior Advisor to the President on Digital Economy Affairs, was held at Sri Lanka CERT to strengthen cybersecurity measures in line with the government's digital economy policy. The meeting focused on proactive measures to enhance national cybersecurity resilience. Dr. Vijay Surya emphasized the importance of addressing emerging cyber threats and safeguarding critical infrastructure. Sri Lanka CERT Chairman Tilak Patirage, the CEO Dr. Kanishka Karunasena and other key officials were present at the meeting. The session highlighted the need for collaboration between government bodies and private sectors to ensure robust cybersecurity. Officials stressed the urgency of adapting to new challenges in the digital landscape. Let's take a short break now. This is the Nightly Business Report. Welcome back to the nightly business report. The Colombo Stock Exchange witnessed a decline on the third trading day of the week, as both the all-share price index and S&P SL 20 indices saw a drop. Market sentiment was impacted by weaker investor confidence, leading to reduced activity across key sectors. For further insights on this, we speak with Manusha Kandanarachi from First Capital Holdings.
Thank you. Today, the Colombo stock market saw profit-taking after 4 consecutive days of bullish momentum, with the all-share price index closing at 17,074, down 120 points or 0.7% from yesterday as well. Major sectors including banking, construction, materials, capital goods and diversified financials experienced price declines across the board. Participation from high net worth individuals and retail investors remained subdued during the trading session as well. Notable negative contributors towards the index included Haley's, Commercial Bank, NDB Bank, Ceylon Tobacco Corporation and Sampak Bank, among a total of 165 declining stocks. Market turnover dropped significantly, falling 36% from the monthly average turnover of 6 billion rupees to nearly 4 billion rupees, partly due to a lack of high volume off-board transactions as well. In terms of sector contributions to turnover, the banking sector contributed for 27%, while the capital goods and telecommunications sectors together contributed 35% of the overall turnover. On a brighter note, the top gainers of the day were SMB Finance, Mercantile Shipping Company and Tess Agro. In contrast, the 3 biggest losers of the day were Asia Asset Finance Preference Share, Renuka Non-Voting and Colombo Investments Trust.
The Treasury bill auction saw a total offering across 3 maturities. The bids received exceeded the offered amounts, with all being accepted. The weighted average yield rates for the short-term, medium-term and long-term bills were slightly lower than the previous auction. For further insights on this, we speak with Dimantha Matthews from First Capital Holdings.
Thanks, Anuradhi. So, for yet another week, we saw the Treasury bill yields come down significantly. So, at today's auctions, we saw the 3 months, 6 months and 1 year bills come down on a continuous basis. So, if you take the 3 months, it's currently at around 7.61%, about 8 basis points down, and then 7.9% for the 6 months, which is about 4 basis points down, and then we have the 8.36% for the 1 year, which is down about 6 basis points. So overall, what we are seeing is that there's a significant preference towards the shorter end of the curve. So we are seeing a lot of bidding happening for the Treasury bill auction. So bids are significantly higher. For example, the 3 months Treasury bill, we saw though only 25 billion was offered, the bids were received to an amount of 84 billion. So similar level of interest has been there for the 6 months and 1 year. So we feel that now investors are starting to be more short-term oriented and looking at the rates slightly bottoming out. So investors feel that most of their investments should go into the shorter term, expecting a slight uptick going forward. So with that, we feel that this trend can continue into the next couple of weeks as well. So far we are seeing a significantly high level of liquidity in the market that is also supporting the lower rates that are there. Thanks.
Gold prices dipped slightly in Asian trade today but remained near record highs amid renewed concerns following US President Donald Trump's threat to impose additional trade tariffs on key imports. Spot gold decreased by 0.2%, settling at $2,929.02 per ounce, while April gold futures dropped 0.1% to $2,946.22 per ounce. Uncertainty surrounding interest rates heightened ahead of the Federal Reserve's release of minutes from its January meeting meeting later today. Gold has traded within a range near record levels as markets weigh a decline in haven demand, especially following discussions of potential Russia-Ukraine peace agreements facilitated by the US, despite Trump's tariff threat. Markets showed a relatively subdued reaction, speculating that the president may be using tariffs as a negotiation strategy. Oil prices edged higher in Asian trading today, building on gains from the previous session, as concerns over supply disruptions persisted following a Ukrainian drone attack on a Russian crude pumping station. Brent oil futures rose by 0.3% to $76.04 per barrel, while West Texas Intermediate crude futures also gained 0.3%, reaching $72.03 per barrel. Prices had surged in the previous session after the drone strikes targeted a crucial Russian pumping station, causing a disruption in supply from Kazakhstan. The attack reignited fears of further supply constraints in an already tight market. Russia confirmed that crude shipments via the Caspian Pipeline Consortium, a major export route for Kazakhstan's oil, had declined by 30% to 40% following the attack. The Sri Lankan rupee has depreciated against the US dollar today as per commercial banks compared to yesterday. According to Commercial Bank, both the buying and selling rates of the US dollar have risen. Let's now take a closer look at how the Sri Lankan rupee is faring against other major global currencies. Break now. This is the Nightly Business Report. Welcome back. Coco, Sri Lanka's pioneering buy now, pay later provider, has entered into a strategic partnership with JustPay by LankaPay, the country's leading payment gateway, to make digital lending more accessible for Sri Lankans.
Coco, Sri Lanka's leading buy now, pay later provider, has partnered with JustPay by LankaPay to offer more accessible and secure digital lending solutions. This collaboration enhances Coco's customers to pay their interest-free installments directly from their bank accounts, reducing the need for debit or credit cards. As a market leader in BNPL, Coco provides Sri Lankans with financial flexibility, allowing them to make purchases and pay in 3 easy interest-free installments over 60 days. Coco's user-friendly app ensures that consumers can shop with control over their spending while increasing their purchasing power. JustPay, developed by LankaPay, allows secure, real-time bank-to-bank transactions, facilitating seamless financial interactions. LankaPay CEO Chana De Silva highlighted that this partnership supports financial inclusion, providing greater convenience for digital payments as Sri Lanka's economy recovers.
Evolution Auto is driving Sri Lanka's shift towards sustainable mobility by offering cost-effective electric vehicle solutions. The company, a joint venture between Atman Group and Sino Lanka Private Limited, serves as the exclusive dealer for Aether Energy and Revolt Motors in Sri Lanka. Evolution Auto's EVs, including the high-performance Aether 450X and AI-driven Revolt RV400, provide significant savings on fuel and maintenance. With an extensive island-wide dealership network, the company ensures easy access to test rides, servicing and maintenance for its customers. Chief Operation Officer Zaran Ziauddin emphasized Evolution Auto's commitment to making sustainable mobility both accessible and secure for Sri Lankans. Chief Operation Officer Zaran Ziauddin emphasized Evolution Auto's commitment to making sustainable mobility both accessible and secure for Sri Lankans. The company is also set to introduce Mahindra electric three-wheelers, offering eco-friendly solutions for personal and commercial use. Haley Solar has secured exclusive distribution rights for Bluetti power stations in Sri Lanka, offering portable power stations in 300 watts, 1000 watts and 2400 watt capacities, now available nationwide.
Haley Solar, the renewable energy division of Haley Spentons Limited, has secured exclusive distribution rights for Bluetti power stations in Sri Lanka. The portable power stations are available in three capacities, 300 watts, 1000 watts and 2400 watts, and are now available island-wide. These innovative power solutions provide reliable and sustainable energy for domestic, commercial and outdoor activities. The Bluetti portable power station is designed for up to 10 years of optimal performance thanks to its robust lithium iron phosphate battery. These stations are equipped with intelligent battery management system to ensure efficiency and longevity. Haley Solar aims to meet the growing demand for eco-friendly off-grid energy solutions with this new partnership. The Bluetti power stations offer a practical solution for diverse power needs, ensuring sustainability and reliability.
HNB PLC has partnered with Abans Auto Private Limited to offer innovative vehicle leasing solutions for Hyundai buyers in Sri Lanka. The strategic partnership was formalized in a signing ceremony attended by senior representatives from both organizations. This collaboration provides prospective Hyundai owners with flexible leasing options, making vehicle ownership more accessible. The partnership is timely as Sri Lanka's automotive market shows promising growth with the expected relaxation of the vehicle import ban. HNB customers will enjoy additional benefits including a waived annual fee for the first year of their credit card, discounted vehicle insurance and life insurance coverage through HNB General Insurance. These offerings aim to provide financial security and peace of mind for vehicle owners and their families. AIA Insurance has been named the best life insurance company in Sri Lanka for the 5th consecutive year by CFI and GBFR, highlighting its dedication to innovation and customer centricity.
AIA Insurance has demonstrated resilience in the 2023-24 period, maintaining its commitment to being a steadfast partner to the people of Sri Lanka amidst economic fluctuations. The company has prioritized customer well-being and community empowerment while enhancing its offerings to meet the evolving needs of Sri Lankans. AIA has accelerated its digital transformation journey, introducing innovative solutions such as human-centric point-of-sale systems and robotic process automation to improve customer experiences. As Sri Lanka's only insurer with a comprehensive wellness ecosystem, AIA has partnered with wellness providers to offer unparalleled access to health services. AIA has also earned the legend status for being one of the best workplaces in Sri Lanka for the 12th consecutive year. The company continues to lead impactful CSR initiatives including the AIA Possum Safety Program and AIA Higher Education Scholarship Program, which benefits communities across the country.
People's Leasing and Finance PLC has appointed Bradley Emerson and Anura Pereira as non-independent, non-executive directors, alongside S. Sudarshan as an independent, non-executive director. These appointments fill the vacancies left by the resignations of MAA Ahmad, HMU K. Samaratna and ULAW Bandara. Emerson, a seasoned banking professional with over 4 decades of experience, has held key positions at major financial institutions, including Commercial Bank and Pan Asia Bank. Pereira, currently the Deputy General Manager of Risk Management at People's Bank, brings extensive expertise in banking, risk management and credit control. Sudarshan, a Chartered Secretary, has a wealth of experience in corporate governance, having previously served as Company Secretary at Sampath Bank and other prominent organizations. The appointments are expected to strengthen the leadership of People's Leasing, contributing to the company's strategic growth and governance. Let's take a short commercial break. Global business updates coming on the other side. This is the Nightly Business Report. Welcome back to the Nightly Business Report. Asian stocks showed mixed results today following US President Donald Trump's tariff threat on key sectors. South Korea's Kospi rallied 1.8%, reaching a 5-month high due to strong tech sector performance. In contrast, Japan's Nikkei 225 and Hong Kong's Hang Seng both saw losses, falling 0.4% and 0.7% respectively. Chinese markets continue to rise on optimism surrounding artificial intelligence and increased government support, with the Shanghai Composite and CSI 300 both gaining 0.7%. Singapore Straits Times Index edged up 0.4% despite a slight decline in United Overseas Bank's shares. The bank, however, reported stronger than expected earnings and a $2.2 billion capital return. Johnson & Johnson faces a critical test over its $10 billion proposal to end litigation over allegations that its baby powder and other talc products caused cancer. The company is trying to use a subsidiary's bankruptcy to resolve more than 62,000 lawsuits.
Johnson & Johnson is facing a critical test over its $10 billion proposal to end litigation over allegations that its baby powder and other talc products were contaminated with asbestos and caused cancer. J&J is attempting to use a subsidiary's bankruptcy to resolve lawsuits from more than 62,000 plaintiffs. This will be the third time J&J has tried to resolve the litigation by using the subsidiary's bankruptcy. Courts rejected the two previous attempts, but this time, the case is in a different bankruptcy court in Houston, Texas. Opponents of the J&J proposal argue the settlement should not bind those who do not like the terms and would prefer to take their chances in courts. But J&J argues that bankruptcy offers a faster and fairer way to put money into the hands of cancer victims. On Tuesday, an attorney for the bankrupt subsidiary, Red River Talc, suggested the third effort could succeed, saying a vote showed a broad support for its settlement proposal. Opponents of the proposal say the vote was rigged to ensure J&J's preferred outcome. The bankruptcy judge will decide the fate of the company's latest effort after what is expected to be a weeks-long court hearing.
Baidu's revenue fell 2% as ad spending slowed, though AI cloud growth offset these losses. The company aims to reduce the reliance on ads in its core search engine business, open source its next-gen models, and offer free premium chatbot services.
Baidu reported a 2% drop in quarterly revenue Tuesday. The Chinese search engine giant saw its numbers dragged down by a slowdown in the advertising business, though that was offset by gains from cloud AI. The company reported revenue of $4.69 billion for the 3 months through December, above analyst projections. Baidu has faced challenges as small businesses in China have cut their advertising spending. That's due to a struggling economy and prolonged property market slump. Baidu's online marketing business outside its iQIYI streaming service was down 7%. The company offset losses in its online marketing business through the growth of its AI cloud segment, which grew by more than a quarter year over year. Baidu has ramped up its push into AI over the past years, as it tries to lower its reliance on advertising revenue from its core search engine business. Baidu was among the first to launch a ChatGPT-style chatbot 2 years ago called Ernie. It claims its current 4.0 version matches OpenAI's GPT-4. However, the Ernie large language model has struggled to gain widespread adoption due to intense competition, and it faces a strong challenge from Chinese startup DeepSeek. Baidu has recently announced plans to open source its next generation models, and the tech giant aims to offer premium chatbot services free from April.
Well, that's all from us here on the Nightly Business Report for today. We'll see you again tomorrow with the latest updates across the business globe. Till then, I'm Anuradhi Vikramasinghe. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night.